Hello guys, are you ready? So we will start today's topics. So today topic is life is suffering. So what is life? Life is suffering. As you know that when we was born, automatically we start with the suffer. We crying, right? This is our life. We start automatically, we born. We start with the crying. No one was born laughing. So everyone was for crying. So that is why I mentioned that life is suffering. So there is two things our life. The meaning of suffering is very related with the Buddhist term. It is called duka or suffering. So the meaning of dukkha or suffering is non-satisfactions. So dukkha means more like a problem. And I feel it is always not appreciated, not perfect. So because your appreciate is always not enough, what you want, your feeling is not enough, even what you want, even what you do. Something like that. So this is the meaning of the dukkha. So there is two things, dukkha. Kaika dukkha and siddhasika dukkha. This is Pali. The meaning of the Pali is suffering is in body suffering and mind suffering. Siddhasika dukkha is mean mind suffer. You're feeling sorrow, you're feeling not well, you're feeling unhappy. So body dukkha is me. So you're paining and headache, fever, and become blue for your body. It is kaika dukkha. Even though we have also two kinds of dukkha with everybody, but there is the one who has never siddhasika dukkha. It is arahata. Arahata in he has never siddhasika dukkha, but he has only kaika dukkha. So he had to eat, he had to take shower, he had to body balance, something like that. But he has not kaika, siddhasika dukkha. Why? Because he has arahata. Even arahata, there is no lobha dosa moha, right? So siddhasika dukkha is me, even you have lobha dosa moha, so there is also automatically your siddhasika dukkha arises beyond lobha dosa moha. That is why every human has with their kaika dukkha and siddhasika dukkha. Body suffer and mind suffer. So there is only one who is arhata, never has siddhasika dukkha. So there is two kinds of suffering. And also that there is a four things for suffering. So I will mention in here what is the four things for suffering. There is a jati, jara, vyadi, marana. That is me Pali. It is Pali is me birth, So old age, death, and sickness. There's a four things. So even we have become humans, so everyone have to pass their jati jara jati parana. There's also never has for sukha. That is also dukkha. So every human suffer and every life was suffering. Okay, so every human suffer because every life was suffering. Because your mind creates enormous problem every day. So that is why your life is so suffering. So there are many people in this world who are suffering their beings. People who are suffering and their illness. People who are suffering their loneliness. Something like that. So that is why suffering is very important to practice. So for us, so because it is a true, we must understand the true suffering dukkha, how to overcome so for suffering. So suffering is like a disease, as you know that. So if you have a disease, if you got disease, you have to go to check with the doctor. What kind of you have disease? So and also you have to lose some money. So and here I will point out to you people already. Dukkha is me not only pain. There is body and mind. Automatically we can say suffering. So you must understand dukkha or suffering is not only pain, even the pleasures. So even feeling of the pleasures. So even kaika dukkha and siddhasika dukkha. So we must know there is two things for suffering. So for pain, you can be create with the doctor what is your disease and with the recover. But how to recover, how to overcome your inside suffering or my sufferings. And in the Buddha time, it was the teachers of the Buddha. So I will point out to you, for example, in here with the Buddhist point of view. So at the time, so the Buddha gave it the Dhamma talk, the first. So the Buddha gave a Dhamma talk. So there is the 5 rule of monk. We can say Pecha Vinki. Pecha is me 5. So we give me your group. There is 5 monk. So as you know that there is a Buddha mission, whole noble truth. There is a dukkha sacca, the mudaya sacca, nirodha sacca, megha sacca. So the Buddha mentioned also the first thing, dukkha sacca. So it is first noble truth. We must understand dukkha is true, the nature of truth. Everyone have to face with this dukkha. That is how we have to understand about the dukkha. Even if you not understand the dukkha or suffering, you will be suffer more. Even if you understand the nature of dukkha, so you will be overcome the dukkha or suffering. So for human life, so it is very important to practice. So how to practice overcome the suffering with the Buddhist perspective? So the practice of the first noble truth is knowing us suffering. Whenever even you suffering, you must be know about your suffering. What is the reason? Even if you don't know about the reason, you will be more the suffer. I know the truth of suffering and the nature of sufferings in your life. So if you know the truth of sufferings, you can be free from the suffering. If you know that clearly about the suffering, you will be overcome about the suffering. So if you not recognize the suffering, you are the one who is suffering again, right? Because your feeling is all the suffering again and again, you will be more suffer. So that is why you have to develop awareness of suffering is very important for us. So you must be understand about the nature of suffering. Even if you understand that, you will be overcome. So free from the suffering. So that is why our life is suffering. So everyone have to face with the suffering. You must understand that. So even if you understand clearly that the nature of the suffering, so you will be overcome free from suffering. Thank you so much for your listening. May you be free from any suffering. Sadhu.